Oh, welcome to Slamfire Radio, episode 489. Today is January 12th, 2023. I'm one of your hosts, Kyle.
And I'm another one, Adriel.
And the other two are playing hooky tonight.
Probably out having fun, watching movies, playing with dogs.
Yeah.
Moving houses, doing all sorts of fun stuff.
Yeah. All the fun stuff in life.
Mostly dags. Do you like dags?
Yeah.
Maybe that's too old of a reference to. What was that? Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels?
I don't recall.
Okay.
Okay. Well, why don't we get into what we did in guns? And Adriel, what you get up to this week?
Well, aside from the nap that I just woke up from, putting me late for getting on the show, let's see. My Carcanos, I think that's Carcani, are on the ways. On the ways. They are mini Carcanos coming from Marstar. Should be here next week. So next week maybe I should clear up some space back there.
No, you just gotta build more gun rack.
Like another level, like out, or another level up. Maybe another level
Well,
up.
you might need to bring your T-slot, extend that down so you can put some more rifles horizontal, and then that would clear up space in your vertical. Or another level of vertical and kind of squeeze stuff together.
I got some more space over here. I could put some stuff over there. Just litter the floor and just like stack them like pickup sticks all over the place. Yeah, anyways, Carcano's on the way. Looking forward to that. Did my orientation quiz for Sherwood Park. So that's all done. And I think Spencer was asking about Utreon last episode. And I've been on there for a year apparently. So I think I signed up last year and put some of my videos up there just from like Hunting Gear Guy. And I see that they're still there. So I went back on there. I got on Discord and actually I just got a message over there. So looks like there's some people over there. So I might reach out to the founder over there and try to get him on the show for very soon.
Nice.
I think that's about it. I mean, I'll have some guns next week to look at. It'll be next week, right? Yeah. I'll have some guns next week for us to look at.
Nice.
Guns that I have owned before, but more of them.
There you go.
It's an investment.
Yeah.
What about you?
Right on. Well, the law of self-defense came in there last week on Friday. So, yeah. It's Law of Self-Defense by Andrew Bronca. It was actually recommended by Spencer, and I ordered it. It came in, so I spent Saturday, and I read that Saturday. So...
And it looks like it's got the foreword from Massad Ayub.
Yeah, the foreword from Massad Ayub. I believe, he did the Mag 40, or does the Mag 40 course.
Yeah, they've had him on the show.
And had him on the show. Spencer and Trevor went to one of his courses. So, So yeah, no, it was a really good book. I was just going to start reading it and ended up just finishing it on Saturday. So... And now
any big learnings out of there?
Well, it's a little one big one, I guess, is like it didn't necessarily quite say it, but on the modification, he started touching on the modifications for your everyday carry and more of the distasteful stuff, like thug killer or whatever. Getting that printed on your gun is probably not a good idea. But kind of insinuated, like, if you're going to make modifications, think about what that could insinuate. And I've heard other people say it, but kind of put it off. So,
Did it have anything about, like, let's say you're in a restaurant and someone robs the place and you shoot them a couple of times and disarm them. Does it say you should, like, fire a couple of extra shots into them? Anything about that?
Yes, they did say about that, and they said don't do it.
Don't execute someone after they're already dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
And that
okay.
an example of, yeah, he's down and you shoot him and he's down, he's dead, and you shoot him in the head just to make sure. Yeah, no, he said don't do that.
Might be problematic.
Yeah.
Might have to explain yourself in front of a jury, or maybe you know, what do they call it? What's the master jury? What do they say they're doing to that guy in Texas with who? That's what I'm. That's for
the grand jury.
Listeners. Grand jury. That's what they're
Yeah,
doing.
that's yeah, the grand jury. That's before it even goes to trial. The grand jury can throw something out or let it proceed.
Yeah, which apparently, like it. I guess that's like standard MO, but like that's what's happening to that guy who was involved in that defensive gun use in Texas.
Yeah, so he's being charged in that, like he said in the book, like it goes through. So if the prosecutor decides they're going to lay charges, they put together their case. It goes to the grand jury, and the grand jury looks at it like either A, you have a case, or no. Basically, what Andrew Bronco says is it's just a step. That's it. It's very few get knocked out at the grand jury stage, and not so. But it really good book on your mindset and how to prepare beforehand for the evidentiality that you actually have to use force to defend yourself. Of course, based on the U.S. legal system, I think you have to talk to Runkle, but I think there would be some parallels in there, except for there might be some extra charges that we have to worry about as well.
Yeah, the whole like producing a handgun from your waistband is
well, yeah,
problematic here.
Yeah. And some interesting stuff like with the pepper spray and how in some states and how that's going, where in some instances or some states are actually kind of setting a dangerous precedent with considering them a dangerous or a lethal force or deadly force, I guess. They break it out, non-deadly force or deadly force. And in some cases, they're actually saying that the pepper spray is deadly force.
Interesting. I always thought that was like very clearly less lethal.
Yeah, they're trying to make it so that, because criminals are trying to use that in committing their crimes, so they're trying to set a precedent where, okay, if they used it in that instance, it's deadly force, but if you use it for self-defense, it's not necessarily deadly force. So but obviously it's legal, so how do you write that in there? And it gets really, really dicey.
I don't know. I think I'd rather have someone rob me with pepper spray than rob me with a handgun.
Well, yeah. Me personally as well, yeah. But no, overall, really good book. Like I said, I couldn't put it down, so now Crystal's going to read it, and I think it's going to be one that I definitely read through a number of times. And it's really good because it's got tables in it that go through the different variances in certain self-defense laws based on the state and that. So, and he's got an online resource that I'll have to check out that. But
sounds good.
Yeah, it was really good. Really good read. Easy read. It's legal, but it was an easy read. It's made so that you can actually just sit down and read it, and it's entertaining, it's interesting, not dry.
Cool.
Yeah. Other than that, I've been trying to sort through all my crap, or looking at it, trying to figure out where the hell I start, because I don't know how I ended up with so many odds and ends and crap. Even just the gun room, not everywhere else, but just it's insane. And, yeah, going stir crazy trying to wait for visa and Form 6 and that. But I did get one project shotgun done, getting ready to mail that out, and then I have my other Benelli that I might actually start working on and get that done before I go. Something to do. So, yeah. Other than that,
something to do. I'll pack you a Grisand. I'll send it a Grisand to your house.
Yeah, I got lots to do for sure.
Yeah, you've probably got lots of stuff to pack. Gun room. Do you need a gun room?
Probably. Well, when we actually get moved into a new place, like we're looking to get like a 3-bedroom place so that I could still have like my studio, and the studio would be my gun room. And, right now I have the basement, and it's a general rule. You don't go to the basement, but I'll even put like a lock on the door, like what you got for your vault, and just have everything locked up there and have my studio, and it'll be studio / gun room. So
Cool.
Yeah. And that's about it for me. Just sitting here going stir crazy trying to figure out what I do. Or what I can or should do right now. We'll get into upcoming events. It's wintertime. It's January. There are none. But
Cold.
there is and this goes into new gun stuff and everything as well, but SHOT Show's next week, so there'll be some stuff, I'm sure. Like, that's an event if you're going. Enjoy. And, yeah. We'll get on to the news. And the first one here, we mentioned, what one was that? Was that November? We mentioned that. Government Alberta was trying for their intervener status. It was right after Polytechnique got denied their intervener status. I know that. But they got granted their intervener status for the CCFR lawsuit.
Yeah, the Alberta government did. Yep. So good. I guess they can say, like, I don't know. By the way, we're not doing any of this stuff. Or
Well, when you got a government sitting there saying, no, this isn't good, I think it holds a little bit more weight than a group of people, or definitely is a good addition to that strong group of people that are there.
Well, the interesting part is because the CCFR, this is a charter challenge about possession of property, about like what the government has to do in order to seize private property. It is in the province's jurisdiction. Private property is the province's jurisdiction. Yes, gun laws are. So it's kind of an interesting, I guess, play to figure out where the constitutionality lies and where jurisdiction for this is, because this is what we've been seeing, right? The federal government's like, hey, provinces, can you handle this whole like gun seizure thing? And they're like, no. How do you do?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's I think it's right. It does need to go to court.
Yeah. Really good. I think Saskatchewan had applied too, didn't they? So we'll see if they get granted that. I thought Saskatchewan
for intervener. They might have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't remember, but I know Alberta got it just recently or so.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Okay. Now a little bit of news. And beginning of the week, it looked like the government was going to use PEI as the test case for gun seizures and buyback. And then it came out today that no, they're not. And they don't have any public schedule or idea on how it's going to happen still.
You saw that too, right? That wasn't just me.
Yeah, no, I saw that too. Yeah.
Okay, good.
It was like a star or whatever that talked to the safety office, and they said, no, PEI is not going to be the test case, and they have zero plan right now.
I think this was like an old plan. Like, this is like an old, like, maybe we'll do this. Maybe we'll start with PEI. There's only 5,000 gun owners there. It'll be small. It'll be easy to like try it out there. But that seemed like a real half-baked, like early process idea. And that's not the plan.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure all the gun owners in PEI are probably breathing a sigh of relief about, because
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you don't get the crappy beta version of the gun seizure in your province. Yep. We all get to enjoy that together. Whenever.
Yeah. Yeah, we get to be in the same boat on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Another piece of news: the Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker, I think if you read that name right, it's actually very fitting, signs assault weapons ban. Apparently they ban new purchase of assault weapons. Still wondering what they mean by assault weapons, because, yeah. Ban possession of high cap mags, 10 per rifle, 15 for handguns. That sounds like it's more on like the Colorado
plan. This is possession. This isn't purchase. This is possession. So all existing ones are out as well.
Okay.
Whereas the purchase of new assault weapons, but you get to keep whatever you got.
Yeah.
So if you have an AR-15,
yeah, Colorado, you can't use a mag that holds more than 10.
Yeah,
but I guess maybe you can own them. Or California, you can't use them, but if you bought them pre a certain date, you're okay. Yeah. Registration of semi-auto rifles.
Step
red
one.
flag law, which once again, red flag laws exist all over. Like, what's new with this one? Banned pistol FA switches, full auto switches.
Yeah, they're banning pistol switches. Like, those are illegal. It's
already
they're all over the place. They're
Yeah.
all over the place. Like, I don't know like how many like gang shooting videos you watch or whatever, but you often hear that fast full auto of a typically on a Glock, right? There's a back plate. They switch in this other thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they can switch them to full auto, and you hear that that quick firing pistol, and quick missing pistol. I'm sure this is already illegal though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. It's manufactured after a certain date, and
double illegal now.
I'm kind of interested on how they're managing this, because I'm like, being that they're already illegal. All right, so is it just you can't put that on an airsoft anymore? Like, I'm not going to come out and say it, but like, are they banning the airsoft ones too?
I think. Oh, I'm not sure. I wasn't aware that there were airsoft ones you could also use on the Glocks. And that's how they were getting them in.
There are, without flat out saying it, there are ones for the Glocks, or for the airsoft Glocks, and the airsoft Glocks are built very similar to an actual firearm.
Interesting.
And banned unserialized guns, so ghost guns. So that's your polymer 80s, your 3D printed, which was legal until you went to go transfer to somebody else, as far as my understanding of it was. I guess it depends on the state, but in most states it was legal to manufacture your own unserialized until you went to transfer it to somebody.
Yeah. I mean, even Canada, you could make your own guns until very recently. Now I believe you need a business license to make them in Canada now, but it wasn't that long ago where you could make them personally, whether you were 3D printing or, I mean, like a lot of guns out there. In AK-47, you can bend that receiver up with sheet metal.
Well, it's just stamped sheet metal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the big one there is the new purchase of assault weapons, and then their magazine bans.
And the registration. It's all bad registration.
Anyways.
If you're in Illinois, bad news.
Yeah.
It's not Canadian, but I thought I'd put it in here because it's like it's happening in other places. I thought, it'd be interesting to kind of log it.
Yeah, it's creeping in elsewhere for sure. And that's it for the news. CCFR legal fund donations. Legal challenge is still going. Alberta is now granted intervener status, which I think gives us even further leg up. And dates are April 11th through to the 20th. And, Tracy posted a while ago they were still over $500,000 short for the legal fees, so they definitely need the donations. So join, donate, support this. As we're seeing with stuff happening in October and everything, this is affecting every gun owner. It doesn't matter what you own or what. This is going to end up affecting every gun owner. So go out, join, donate, do your part. And so you can do that. You can donate at finance@firearmsrights.ca. You can go to their website, firearmsrights.ca, and become a member and explore. They got some swag on there and that too. So stickers, sweaters, all sorts of good stuff. We get into new gun stuff. New gun stuff is brought to you by Bullseye North. Need a new boomstick? Bullseye North is Canada's shooting superstore and a proud sponsor of the CCFR. with a wide selection of guns and top trending gear for any shooter. Free shipping over $200. Some exclusions apply, like ammo. And you can subscribe to their weekly newsletter so you can be one of the first to see their new deals coming out. And not a lot of new gun stuff right now, but it looks like Adriel did find something.
Yeah, I've got some here. So Bullseye North, they've got a new shipment of Henry rifles. So these just arrived. Oh, it says today on the 9th. Only 22 LRs left. Do they even have any of those left? Oh, they do. So they have some of the fancier 22s. The Henry American Beauty lever action. They have the U.S. Survival semi-automatic rifle, and they have that in camo or non, and then octagonal 22 as well.
Okay, cool.
In terms of other deals, this week, January 12th to 18th, they've got 5% off Ruger, 5% off Mossberg, 10% off Howa, and a smattering of other things, 30% off locks, 30% off CFE BLK. So if you're looking for subsonic rifle powder, they've got some of that. $48. Not bad. Yeah. Not bad. Less than 50. All right.
Yeah.
7.62 by 39, 221 fireball. I wonder what else works with that. These days, it's not so much about like what powder you like. It's like what powder you can get. Yeah. Anyways, that's all at Bullseye North. Next up, Colt announces a bolt-action rifle, the CBX Precision Rifle System. This looks like an MDT. I'm not sure what action it is. If it's a CZ action or a Colt action. It says right there, CZ 600. With a new chassis from NDT. Yep. Okay. That all checks out. Yeah. So if you wanted a CZ 600 with an MDT stock, I guess you can just buy it now from Colt.
Yeah. Colt's putting it together for you. Nice.
Next up, North Silva has some new Bren 2 MSs coming into country. These are restricted.
Okay.
And it's a Bren 2. And these should be shipping to dealers next week. I wonder, you'd probably want to get the long barrel for this and then rebarrel it and get it unrestricted as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Because of the implication. Next up, Solely Outdoors has the CZ 600 Ergo, Lux, and Alpha in stock. So if you're interested in any of those are back in stock. And they are around $1,200 to $950 for the Alpha. So if you're looking for like a high-end bolt action rifle, they've got them in 30-06, 8x57 for some godforsaken reason, and 6.5 Creedmoor. And
that's interesting. 8x57. That'd be cool.
Must be a European thing. Maybe
I believe that's a Mauser cartridge.
Yeah, is an 8x57 8mm Mauser?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think it is. It's an odd one to have. Speaking of oddball calibers, Canada's Gun Store has some really oddball calibers in stock. They've got 6.8 Western, 300 Win Mag, 30-40 Krag. Well, that's a little bit more. 444 Marlin, 357 Ruger, 35 Remington, 450 Bushmaster, 6.5 by 52 Carcana. That must be like Carcano, but Italian. They've got some PPU 8x51, some 8mm Mauser, which is probably that 8x57.
Yeah.
7mm 08, 250 Savage, and 220 Swift. 220 Swift used to be the coolest cartridge ever.
That is,
hopped up, super fast, speed freak ammo.
Yeah.
But why, right? Just burn your barrel out for no reason.
Yeah, I know it was very popular as a fast round.
Nowadays 22-250. If you need like stinking fast, and then 223 if you don't need stinking fast but pretty fast.
Yeah. Okay, well, we don't have a main topic for you guys this week. It's gonna be another short one. On the new gun stuff, I'm sure we'll find some next week. I already know of a couple coming out at SHOT that are interesting. So we'll see if they've announced by the time next week's show comes around.
Yeah. Maybe that'll be our topic next week. All the new stuff from SHOT.
Could be, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'll be about halfway through SHOT Show, so most of the way through SHOT Show, I guess. Yeah.
All the new stuff should be announced then.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll get on to listener feedback, and I think who put this image in here?
I did, so I'll read it. This is some analogies. I'm gonna have to tone it back a bit because I'm pretty sure this is from.
Yeah, there's some words in there that some hard R's and yeah.
Oh, I'm so sad about that one, but I'll not that one, the other one. But I'll read through this and try to tiptoe. Sig Sauer. This is like comparing pistols brands to computer stuff. So yeah. Sig Sauer is Apple hardware. It's overpriced but modern and updated, clean aesthetic. Happiest fans in the game. When they don't QA something, it's your fault, you fucking retard.
And then you go and say you.
We're more than 15 minutes in.
Oh.
Glock is PC hardware, affordable, can be found everywhere. Shit just works. You can modify it a ton, but it mostly doesn't matter, and you probably won't break anything anyways. If you get too much into it, you're basically a Funko Pops guy. 1911 or AR-10s are Linux machines. Fats with beards love it. Strong opinions and bad hygiene. Autists thrive in this environment. You can only work on them if you're surrounded by filth. You're just complicating things because everything else in your life is off the rails and seemingly clinging to micromanaging your hobbies into a lifestyle.
Oh man.
3D printed handguns are like Temple OS, which is like it's a crazy OS. You should watch it on YouTube. Based, free. The government hates them and wants them gone. Compiling their own databases. Best users. The CIA fears them.
Is that like Tor project?
No, it's like this crazy guy who made his own OS, and he's a genius, but absolutely nuts. And he YouTube's all about this like OS that he made, and he's like very crazy.
Okay. That was quite enlightening.
Well, livened up the episode.
Yeah. Well, I will take the next one here. Hey guys, you sounded perplexed about why I recommended open carry if Kyle goes out shooting in the desert. Main reason is that you want to be obviously armed if someone is spying on you from the next hill. Usually carrying concealed is better, but in this case, the deterrent effect of open carry is probably more important. The typical scenario for this crime seems to be someone watching you shoot up all your ammo, then walking up and pointing a gun at you and taking your stuff as you are packing up to leave. Okay, I could see where he's getting at there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Since there's really no way they can sneak up on you in the desert, they need to be sure they won't meet any resistance. Having a loaded gun on your hip, plainly visible and ready to use, is probably enough to make them look for another target. This kind of thing is rare, but it does happen, and making sure that you can always defend yourself away from civilization is never a bad idea. Great shows as always, Spencer. Said, P.S. The battles at Lexington and Concord happened April 19th. Seems like the CCFR's court date is around then, too. Coincidence? I think not. But, thank you, Spencer, for expanding on why you'd want to open carry out in the wilderness, especially if you're doing target practice. Cool. You want to take the next one?
Yeah, I got this next one. Happy New Year. Regarding the Olympia magazine capacity of 8 rounds, it isn't due to an Olympic standard. All ISSF pistol sustained fire series shoot 5 rounds. The time competitors have to put those 5 rounds on target from a low ready vary from 20 seconds down to 4 seconds. So it's 8 rounds just for stupid reasons then, because they use like a plastic block on there for the bottom instead of going the full 10. I've been buying the Gecko ammo from Cabela's. That's our buyer. It was match 308 Winchester ammo at a decent sale price for the current times of $80 for 50 rounds. That's pretty decent. Out of my Savage heavy barrel, it puts 5 rounds into a 2-inch group at 200 yards. Federal gold medal match groups tighter, but at a higher cost. Congrats to Kyle for landing a job in the U.S. I'm envious. Is he planning to immigrate there, or is this a short-term gig? And is he working for Matt Carricker? I see he's been flying a demo ranch flag. There we go. Regarding the Maple Seed contest between Adriel and Kelly, how's it calculated and who won? I actually just texted her about that before the show because I forgot all about it. Keep the podcast coming. I'm looking forward to episode 500. That's from Edmund.
Okay. Well, thank you, Edmund. As far as immigration, we'll see down the road. I will be going down there on his non-immigrant visa, good for 3 years and infinitely renewable. So, we'll see how we like it down there, and we'll see what the future brings. As far as my working for Matt Carricker, I would absolutely love to, but no, I'm just a fan. Picked up the flag when I stopped there last spring. We stopped by Bunker Branding, and that was one of the things I bought when I went there. So yeah, unfortunately, no, I'm not working for Demo Ranch.
Well.
Yeah. But, we don't have any more people for Cabela's link, but if you are buying something from Cabela's online, go to our website. There's a link on the sidebar there. Click that. It'll take you to the site, and everything you buy will give us a little bit of a kickback. Won't cost you anything more, but will give us some pennies for the Slamfire helicopter. And I'd like to thank all our supporters on Patreon. We don't have any new Patreons, but if you want, you can become a Patreon and the site. Just search up Slamfire, and once you do, send us an email with your address, and we'll make sure to send a patch your way.
I've got the most recent batch of patches in the envelopes with stamp, and I just got to walk the dog to the mailbox and drop them off.
Okay. Cool. We don't have anything on YouTube or Instagram. Well, we had one on YouTube, but they were asking, it was Tony asking if they can watch us live, and absolutely. Somebody answered on the comments, but yeah, we record live every week on Facebook and sometimes on YouTube, which we should probably start streaming more to YouTube when we're not handling guns, but you can always find us on Facebook.
No. Mm-hmm.
If you'd like to send the show an email, you can do so by sending an email to slamfireradio@gmail.com or give us a review on Facebook. We'll read that out here as well. And yeah, shout outs. Adriel.
Yeah, I've got a couple. One that I forgot to put into events that I just wanted to talk about. There's going to be a Winter Brutality at Prince George. This is going to be, I'm just logging in, so I'm just taking a look right now, March 4th. And I will share screen. March in Prince George is going to earn that brutality part for you, because could be brutal. It's I think I saw $60. Yeah, $60 to get in there. And there are a variety of different equipment and whatnot on the practice score. Just search for Winter Brutality. It came right up for me.
Nice.
So there, I've covered that. The other thing I wanted to make a recommendation. Brian Litt's Ballistics on Facebook. He's been, I don't know if it's old data that he's just been releasing or it's new data, but really interesting stuff on there. Like, does uniforming the flash hole matter? Sometimes the flash hole is like not quite uniform. The Lapua drills them, so they're always perfectly concentric. Everyone else just uses probably like a ram, just right in there. So he did a test, and it doesn't really matter a whole heck of a lot. Not enough to worry. If you look at the variation before and after, it looks like it doesn't matter. But anyways, I would definitely follow him. If you're interested in extreme accuracy, I would definitely follow Brian Litt's Ballistics on Facebook, because they're releasing some really interesting stuff.
Cool. I'll throw out my recommendation from earlier. If you haven't, get The Law of Self-Defense by Andrew Bronca. He has dedicated his life as an attorney to self-defense law, and he's wrote a book. Masad Ayoub is actually one who actually got him interested in self-defense law. As I was saying earlier in the episode, really easy read, really good information. I think there's a bunch of information that can go cross-border and be relevant here in Canada as well, besides the concealed carry of pepper spray and a firearm. But the mentality behind self-defense, I think it's a good read for everybody. So, and with that, we are going to sign off. So you can check us out on Gun Owners of Canada. Give us a like on Facebook, subscribe YouTube, all that jazz. Give us a review on Facebook, and join the CCFR, and we will see you next week.
Later,
And shameless plug from Mike here. Lloydminster Gun Show is January 21st, 22nd. So
check it out.
there we go. Yep. All right. Night, everyone.